Breaking news. Summer break has been extended by 2 months. This just in. Canada's Wonderland is letting people gain free entry for a whole year. And today's top story, you're being blinded and lied to. The media has a never-ending record of trying to promote and air stories that line the pockets of the corporate fat cats at the top of the food chain. But that's nothing new to anybody. With the most important and influential events not always being the hit thing that people want to see, they're typically pushed to the last 5 minutes of an airing segment or to the bottom of a web page, just to grab your attention with a story that everyone will get distracted on. Why air news that will make them a few bucks when they can get everybody mad, excited, sad, happy with a story that will make them a few million bucks? The news is a business, and a business wants and needs to make money. And with that, you're gonna get your fair share of lies and cover-ups. And that's why I'm here at TEDx to inform you all of the idea that traditional news sources aren't the best anymore, and why social media itself may be the next best way to learn about the issues affecting you. Politics. You either love them or you hate them, or they only ever get brought up at Thanksgiving heated debates with the family. And the news loves to bank on those exact feelings. With politicians trying to gain votes everywhere and anywhere they go, the news is gonna wanna promote and help whoever has their best interests in mind. This is very clearly seen in Ontario, Canada, where Premier Doug Ford was trying to sell away their beloved Greenbelt just to make a few extra bucks. But who actually heard about that story when Doug Ford had the bright idea to, at the same time as the sale was going on, to tackle another controversial issue that would get most of the province riled up? The transgender pronoun and name changes in school without parental consent is that exact story. According to Stats Canada, 20% of Ontarians are children. With this in mind, that leaves millions of parents who would get upset with the issue proposed by Doug Ford, which gives more than enough reason for media to push these massive, huge stories to the front page and hide the Greenbelt, which not many people are talking about, and it's not going to generate the most revenue due to the lack of attention and lack of people promoting and sharing the stories. When I say social media, most of you are going to picture cat videos or something that you use as a way to relax and have fun with friends. However, a huge amount of people use it as their way of getting their daily news from private, small pages showing news. Most of the time, these are on things that are shown by the news, but have been pushed away. This is typically paired with a form of activism to try and help people affected by the current situation. This can be very clearly seen in the current Ukraine-Russia war and the Israel-Palestine war. While these stories dominated the front pages for a while, they got pushed to the back very clearly in order to make way for the new moneymakers. Social media news sources are keeping up with the topic and providing information that has had a shadow cast upon them. And now they are beginning to provide people more ways of donating and showing support through organized boycotts and rallies. This has fallen into a groupthink mentality. Now, groupthink is a phenomenon that occurs when a group of individuals reaches a consensus without critical reasoning or evaluation of consequences or alternatives, and used to make a difference and help people most of the time. Groupthink is where people are going to make decisions, or a leader converses with the group to make a choice that excludes creativity and responsibility in order to have everyone involved be the ones in charge of this decision. This has been used to help make big changes in the world through large numbers of people agreeing to come together and try and make a right in any way that they possibly can. When looking at the utter free speech found on social media compared with the limiting, money-making speech of typical news companies, it becomes quite clear which may be the better way to consume news. Typical news does have its advantages. However, they also have teams working behind them to produce high-quality news with facts to back the evidence. Social media news has a slower production time. However, they are also able to use facts that may be turned down by the limitations in these bigger news corporations. These two forms of outlets are able to produce different types of news due to their different limitations and abilities, and it could really come down to what you prefer to use. When comparing the facts, one really could go either way when it comes to deciding which form of media they would prefer to consume. However, when taking into consideration the overall facts and the overall idea, social media provides a